Greetings, my creepy creatures of the night, lurkers of the living room, specters of suburbia, and midnight movie maniacs. Welcome, one and all, to week two of Hey. I love when the fucking bell rings and it's like fucking hell. I hate that
Fuck
shit.
that.
It pissed me
It's
off,
fucked
dude.
up. It's
At
fucked
least
up.
you did your stuff right. I was like, the clock. Exactly, Jess. If you can hear it, so can everybody in the fucking thing. All right. One more time. Greetings, my creepy creatures of the night, lurkers of the living room, specters of suburbia, and midnight movie maniacs. Welcome, one and all, to week two of Hey, Look Behind You, the podcast so chilling, so thrilling, and that even Blockbuster would slap you with a late fee just for surviving the whole episode. I'm talking about a little spanking. The fog is
Mm-hmm.
rolling in, the VHS is whirring, and the neon is humming faintly through the static, which can only mean one thing. It's 80s Horror Week, baby! The decade where slashers ruled the malls, monsters moved into the suburbs, and every basement had a cursed tape waiting to be rewound. Tonight's cursed cassette is spinning tales of terror and nostalgia straight from the neon graveyard. We got Marble Rivals Season 4 review, the hours I spent on this shit, the KOs, the skins, and the jump scares that even Jason would respect. A
Mm.
Pokemail haul, fresh from the crypt, complete with more surprises than the Gremlin after midnight. New York Comic Con news, the horror, the hype, and maybe the return of something wicked. The top 10 highest grossing horror movies of the 80s, the decade that taught us that neon and nightmares could dance together under the blood moon. Kaleidoscope on Netflix, the color order that reveals your inner final person or your inner Freddy. A historic, horrific Freddy Krueger lore slash through time itself where dreams go to die. A grisly round of this a horror movie 90s edition. And finally, what your favorite 80s horror movie says about you.
Mm.
Yes, my ghoulish gang. Episode 253 rises from the fog and flickers to life like a haunted VHS found behind the couch of the Lost Boys. I love that fucking movie. Oh, this is the only freaking time I ever watched The Lost Boys around this time. So dim the lights, rewind your tape, and grab that king size candy bar because whatever you do, don't look behind you. I'm Evo, your horror host with the most, guiding you through this graveyard of games, gags, and guilty pleasures, and resurrected from the tech tombs of the 1980s, crawling out from a pile of Betamax tapes and broken camcorders. My sinister sidekick, the one, the only, Greg, the VHS Ghoul. Still powered by static tracking lines and the faint whirl of rewind, haunting your headphones with the warm hum of cathode ray terror. So buckle up, boils and goals. It's time to crack open the coffin of nostalgia. Grab your flashlight and your Walkman and let the chaos rise again. Before we continue, please follow the show on Spotify. It really helps. Let us know, give us a review there. Let us know how we're doing. Oh, Greg, how the hell are you doing, man? How's your night? How's your day? How's your week, brother?
Same as always. Work, 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 and this week I've I continued my annual Halloween Fright Festival. I just binge watch
Damn.
all of them.
Yes, sir.
So so I did a special thing this week. I've been watching the Elm Street series,
Elm Street. Yes, sir.
and later on I will talk about a certain Elm Street that is sure to make you laugh,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's gonna make you laugh. Trust me, I ain't gonna say nothing crazy because I know this certain Elm Street has mm, I ain't gonna get into it yet, but I'm gonna discuss it though. but
For real. For
I'm
real.
still on Elm Street. I'm on Elm Street 4 right now.
Oh,
So so
uh, Dream Warriors? Dream
Master.
Master. Dream Master. Yes.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
yeah.
That's my favorite right there. Gotta go back to what Jesse's been saying this entire time. Like those cursed tape were us getting ready for the school dance. I cannot. Oh God, is my future behind me? It's hideous. My future is killing me. Help! Oh God, it got me. And she's out. It was you. We needed you. It was you. We needed you. You're having your own conversation in the fucking chat. I love it. It's like what the hell? Um, brother, World Mental Health Day was yesterday, October 10th,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and World Mental Health Day is a day to spotlight mental health around the world, raise awareness
Hmm.
of mental health issues, and encourage efforts to support those experiencing mental health issues.
Yeah.
What did you do to celebrate this? Because I was just like, I slept for like part of the day. At the same time,
I,
I played, I
yeah.
gamed.
I mean, yesterday. I mean, I got home from work and I just chilled really. You know what I'm saying? I kicked back. I was aware that it was Mental Health Day. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
I just really just kept to myself, recorded a few drafts. You know, nothing too hectic. But I'm also glad that they're observing that. They made that an official day because it's something that many of us we deal with. Many people in my in our what we do. Like being creators and podcasters, and we all go through our ups and downs.
Oh yeah, we
It's
definitely
something
do.
that definitely do. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people. You would think. I mean, for instance, I was watching the new Ozzy Osbourne documentary on
Hmm.
Paramount Plus, and they were saying with his battle with Parkinson, he was dealing with mental health, you know, and that's how he patient number nine. And I always like that song always spoke to me, you know what I'm saying? And it's damn, it just hit home with me though, But I'm glad it's getting observed,
Yeah,
it's,
me too. Like I
yeah,
said, I was like, we like, yeah, we do need it. We do need it
yeah.
like we do need for everybody to acknowledge it to realize that it's like mental health is needed. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I found out, like, let me take some time for myself to just, you know,
Yeah,
escape the world for a little bit and just
yeah, that's right.
play throughout the
That's
entire
right.
day. I did for like
Yeah.
around 6 to 7 hours. I played. I
Mm-hmm.
I it was like it felt like it felt so relieving to just get lost in the game for like a 7 hours
Oh
straight.
yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
for so long, and take it out on them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun. It was fun. They're like even there's some of them were just like happy mental health day, and I was like, really? He's like, yeah, dude. Like we needed this, like for
Yeah.
sure.
No doubt. No doubt.
And Menace in the chat, and she says hi everyone.
Hey.
Jesse says love you, Greg. Reach his hand out. Um, for sure. So yeah. That was the week. However, it was pretty fun. It was pretty good. Not bad. Still hot as hell out here. Humid.
Damn.
Yeah. Like I don't think summer the sun realized that it's like October. Um. So yeah. And then well, it's finally over. I hope it's finally over because I saw some clouds in the skies earlier today,
Mm, mm,
and I was like, okay, so we're no longer summer's over with, right? I don't want to
right.
see you again for like the next summer, next few months. So go away. I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna regret that when fucking winter comes, but it's alright.
No shit. Ooh, Lord. You out there in
And
Illinois, fool? Shit. Ugh.
humidity, man. It's like I'm so glad I'm no longer using the air conditioner or the fan right now. Trust me.
Crazy.
But
I am
still,
though.
but
I got the
having the
fan. I'm not running the AC though. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have that noise when I sleep. So, so.
of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. But having the air on
Mhm.
in October, it was like, what the hell? What's the freaking this thing on? It's like, oh, it's 69, 70. Shit, all right, damn. Anyway, but yeah, speaking of which, Marvel Rival season 4, man, freaking, oh my goodness, season 4.5 actually. 4 was fun to play.
Mhm.
This past season, the career highlights for me. This past season, I played 31.7 hours.
Wow.
It was like not as bad as when it first came out. I was like on there for like 130 hours. Remember, it was December, January, and you didn't find me anywhere. I was like lost in the
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, okay, this is me like getting back to it because last 2 seasons I was just like, I'm hating this so much. I don't want to play anymore. Like this is getting repetitive and boring and blah blah. And
Right.
some shit happened with there, and it's just like, all right, whatever. So this season, it's like, all right, let me start getting back into it. So I started playing again. It felt
Mhm.
fun, new characters. Like, all right. My top three were Angela at 9 hours, Cloak and Dagger at 9 hours, and Psylocke at 3.5 hours. KO streak of 25 kills with Namor, with
Man.
a total of 2,642 knockouts. It's been fun, dude. I was like, PS4. It's like you have it though. You have it on PS4, and I'm like, yeah, PS5. Um, there's new stuff coming out. Also, Daredevil is freaking awesome to play with. He feels like a boxer,
Mhm.
and he's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Um, at rank mode, I made it up to silver 3, which I'm trying to move up, and we'll probably do the next half of the season. I'll
Mhm.
keep you updated on that. So I'm trying to get both Angela and Daredevil skins.
Yeah.
For Angela is Syriana Silver, and for Daredevil is Shinlung's Creed.
Mm.
They're supposed to be talking about a new arcade mode on October 24th, which looks like it's near Halloween. So I'm hoping we get like a zombies fight,
Mhm.
like which I was hoping for in the first place. And another skin they brought in was the Maestro Hulk, which is like a savage rendition of an old man Hulk.
Damn.
And then they're gonna do another Iron Man Tony Stark skin, which is supposed to represent them being like race car drivers. And that's probably gonna hit for season 5 on November 15th.
Right.
Uh Pokemail hits, content boosters. I'm still continuing the region
Mm.
Pokemon uh cards on the binder. I'm
Yeah.
redoing it again to showcase it on the videos as well. So I can like,
Mhm.
hey, this is what we're doing. So it's like, we're starting over. I'm gonna like do like there at least 20 cards for each person,
Yeah.
for each state and country, Norway. So, when that happens, I'm gonna do that. The hits, bro. You saw one of them, right? The video.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mega Gardevoir.
Yeah.
This was like a few days before that. Is Cresella, which is
Mhm.
a Japanese version of it or
Mhm.
Korean, but it's freaking beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this came in the mail as a Radiant Halucha.
Damn.
It's the Lucha Libre Pokemon. Where'd it go?
Wow.
Right there. There you go. It's a Lucha Libre Pokemon, and then he's radiant, and he's like glitters and different colors and everything.
Hmm.
And then this was the best thing that I got today. Spidops.
Damn.
And it connects with another one right here on the bottom.
Hmm.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get that one too. I'm gonna show these off to the chat as well. Uh,
Yeah.
um, apparently, if you from what I've heard, I'm not gonna send these to PSA at all ever because I don't want to.
Hmm.
Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fucking. Apparently, if you're sending it to them because it's found out that they're fucking scamming people now.
Damn.
Or I don't know if they're scamming people or not, but it's like saying they're being suspicious. They're being a little sus about it. If you send it to them and they give you a grade and everything. They also
Mm.
can like, hey, we can sell it for you on eBay,
Mm.
and but you have to like give us a certain percentage of the profits. I'm like,
Ah, hell nah. What the fuck?
no,
That's some shady shit right there.
I can do it myself.
Shit.
Like from what I heard, I was like, I can do that myself. And they're like, I don't know if we're gonna do that anymore, and like we're gonna send it to the PSA anymore. Well,
Right.
don't. And just like, hey, this is what I have. I'm just gonna put them in binders. The ones that I do like and that are like fucking amazing and fucking beautiful, I'm gonna keep them
Mm.
out here to display. The other ones, I'm gonna put them in the
Yeah.
binders where they belong as well. So I can be like, hey, look at my binder of X's and um, illustrated art. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that as well. Content, uh, booster packs. I have plenty. Like the mega stuff were fucking awesome. You've
Yeah.
seen two of them so far, and I was like, oh damn, hell yeah, they were fun to open. Um, I want to go back to because I was listening to this podcast early in the week.
Hmm.
It's called the the Card Lounge podcast, and this guy RoboSkills has said, the longer you stay in the hobby, the more you're gonna learn. Being in the
Hmm.
hobby for a longer period of time is gonna support you as opposed to being in and out of it. If you want to make money in the hobby, don't overspend, collect stuff, and stay in the hobby long term, and always be aware and present. Make money from the people that come and go from the hobby. If you're in the hobby of podcasting, there are people that take up podcasting because they want to talk about their life. So they buy equipment and then they quit a few weeks later for cheaper to someone that wants to podcast also. Stay in the hobby long enough to make money.
Mm.
And he's right. Like, well, he was talking about Pokemon stuff and all this other stuff. Like, if you want to
Yeah.
take up golfing, stay in the hobby golfing. If you want to, like, if your hobby is about gaming, buy equipment for gaming to Twitch, just to live stream. If you're a live streamer, buy equipment for live streaming. And he's right. Like, hell yeah. It's like I've been doing this for a while. This is my
Yeah.
hobby. My hobby is gaming, Pokemon collecting. Yours is I know it's yours is DVDs.
Yeah.
So wrestling, our wrestling hobbies, we have a lot of
Mm.
fucking stuff that we love to talk about. So
Absolutely.
like I get it. It's like, hey, Leanna's in here.
Hey.
He's Greg says hey. I know she's gonna be like, hey, Greg. Uh, so we have Menace, Leanna, and Jesse. Um, so yeah, those are the things. Uh, like I've been staying in podcasting for like what since 2022 now.
Yeah.
Uh, dude, I've upgraded to mics. I've
Hmm.
upgraded to this. I've upgraded to Riverside.
Yeah.
Like this is a hobby. This is like a hobby that I do love to do.
Hmm.
So like I've upgraded with co-host.
Yeah. Who would have thought, huh?
Who would have
Damn, that's
thought?
crazy.
Hey. Anyway,
Co-host. Damn, that's crazy. Now that you say that, damn.
yes, um, Well, we also have Menace, so it's
Right. Yeah.
like not bad. We like
Nah.
our Menace. Uh,
Absolutely.
like she's long term. So are you. Anyway, um, so um, so like, oh look, a nerd. Hey, nerd alert. So like yeah, dude, freaking, if you want to do this for a long time, you gotta like work on it, work the entire aspect of it. 2022, we're at 2026 pretty soon. January. I always celebrate January uh anniversary of the podcast. So how you doing, our nerd alert? So like it's gonna be a fucking. It's almost here. Like 2 more months, and then January, and then happy season 5. So I can't wait. Like December, like, everybody knows that December is when I like let me repost some of the
Mm-hmm.
old episodes like that
Mm-hmm.
you all love to hear, that you all love to listen, the ones that got a lot of attention. So repost. I usually take a step back and I chill for a moment. Nerd Alert says, "Hey guys, hope you all having a good weekend. Hope you are too. It's reset
Hey.
time. Exactly." Leanna says it's reset time. Yeah, it's reset time. We reset. We reevaluate our stuff, what we're doing, and then we freaking focus on what we're gonna want to do for the next uh 6 more months.
Yeah.
So so yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be an awesome. It's gonna be an awesome season 5. I already have logo for it. I already have everything ready set up. We're gonna do this stuff.
Yeah.
Um, New York Comic Con news. This is from USA Today. Megan Fox is set to voice the animatronic character Toy Chica in the film Blumhouse, announced during the horror production company's panel on Friday, October 10th. Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Her kids happen to be a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fans, so she has heard about this world for a long time from her kids. Director Emma Tammy said she was really pumped to do the voice of Toy Chica, and she did the most amazing job. She wanted to pay homage to the game, but also make it her own.
Mm.
Kellen Goff and Matthew Matt Pat Patrick were also revealed as voices of Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie, respectively, in the movie. Matt Pat is that dude. Forgot what he used to do, but I know he was like a content creator from back in the day on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to do, hold on, movies and TV shows. Film Theory. It's not just a movie; it's a movie theory. It's a film theory, something like that.
Yeah.
So, uh, that guy is gonna be in the freaking movie, and like that's awesome. Fucking hell. He says I've gone from being a theorist about Five Nights at Freddy to being stuffed inside of an animatronic suit. Who he's known for discussing the Five Nights at Freddy's video games on YouTube. He said in the pre-recorded video message played during the panel, "I think that's probably the greatest honor any FNAF theorist could hope for." Five Nights at Freddy's 2 follows up the blockbuster 2023 movie, which is centered on killer animatronics come to life and is based on a largely popular series of video games. Returning cast members include Josh Hutcherson, Elizabeth Leia, and Matthew Lillard.
Mm.
This motherfucker's still alive. Damn. And not only that, he brought in what's his face, from Scream with him, Billy Loomis,
Oh, Skeet Air,
Skeet Ulrich, yeah.
Skeet Ulrich. Yeah.
So he's gonna be in here as well, and I'm like, oh shit, that's like a
No kidding. Wow.
team up. Hell yeah! Like,
Oh, yeah.
if
Damn.
somebody does not say it's gonna be such a Scream, they're doing this shit wrong. Backwoods Big Willie. Thank you for that. Love seeing Corey Kenshin at the end of the movie. Ooh. Hey, fellow podcaster. Hello, how you guys doing? So 1 year after the events of the original film, former security guard Mike, Josh Hutcherson, and police officer Vanessa Elizabeth Leo have kept the truth from Mike's 11-year-old sister Abby Piper Rubio concerning the fate of her animatronic friends. The studio's tag logline reads, "But when Abby sneaks when Abby sneaks out to connect with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, it will set into motion a terrifying series of events, revealing dark secrets about the true origin of Freddy's and unleashing a long-forgotten horror hidden away for decades. Other highlights from Blumhouse New York Comic Con panel included a video message from Lynn Shave, say Ken on the set of Insidious 6,
Mm.
fucking hell, which is currently filming in Australia. The sequel is set for an August 2026 release, and we'll see Shay 81 once again return as Elise Rayner. Damn! Like, that's fucking awesome. Who's ready for Insidious 6?
Hell, I
Wow.
ain't never seen the first one.
Oh my god. I'm never gonna watch this other one too. Like the Insidious one was just too much. New York Comic Con is still ongoing. We will go through the news of this weekend on the next episode. And speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, it's giving me an idea for a future episode. One that crawls right out of the uncanny valley. We're talking
Mm.
about ranking every movie that's ever brought animatronics, puppets, or claymation nightmares to life, from Child's
Mm.
Play and Puppet Master to Megan and FNAF. So tell us in the comments which one still haunts your dreams. What animatronic, puppet, or claymation horror flick is your all-time favorite? The one that made you unplug your toys before bed. So we're gonna get to that next week.
All right.
Can't wait. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, Stranger Things Stranger Things season 5 will be released in 3 parts on Netflix starting on November 26, 2025, with volume 1 premiering on that date. Volume 2
Mm.
on December 25th, 2025. Merry Christmas. And the series finale on December 31st, 2025. Happy New Year. The
Mm.
final season will be split to release during the holiday season, with the first half dropping on November 26th, the second on Christmas Day, and the conclusion on New Year's Eve. We got confirmation of the episode titles and the running time, thus learning the reason it took them 10 years to finally release season 5, and the kids are now going to be adults. Jeez Louise, man.
It been that fucking long? Shit.
Yeah, I mean, it takes them
Yeah,
forever.
you know what? It has, cause I remember I started my job and I've been there 10 years, and so and my old coworker used to tell me, "Greg, you gotta watch the Stranger Thing." What the hell is that shit? I
What the
said, "All right,
hell
I
is
check
that
it out."
shit?
She said, "It's tailor made for you." I said, "All right, we'll see."
Oh, yeah. I was
Yeah,
told the same
so
thing. I just didn't know it was going to be like this.
best thing ever though, really, to tell you the truth. But damn, 10 years, man.
Like, it's been 10 years. These kids are no longer kids.
Hell no.
They're freaking adults. Even Barbara in the first season is all like she'd gone off and gotten married and everything. It's like, damn, girl. Stranger Things season 5, the first part, episode title, episode 1, The Crawl, runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes. These are all movies from now on.
Right.
Episode 2 is gonna be the vanishing of Holly Wheeler. Oh, son of a bitch.
Mm.
Runtime of 2 hours. Episode 3, The Turnbull Trap, 1 hour and 28 minutes. Episode 4, The Sorcerer, 1 hour and 31 minutes. Episode 5, Shock Jock, with 1 hour and 43 minutes.
Mm.
Episode 6, Escape from Camazotz, 1 hour and 41 minutes. Episode 7, The Bridge, 1 hour and 58 minutes. And episode 8, The Right Side Up, 1 hour and 50 minutes. So if
Mm.
we get the upside down, now we're the right side up. And this is only the first part of the 3-parter.
Damn.
Fucking 8 episodes, 8 movies, basically. This is what it looks like. This is 8 movies on one season.
That's crazy.
1 hour and 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to say 10, 11, 12. There's like 13 hours.
Mm.
This is
Mm.
like a
Mm.
whole. Why don't you just like done like 24 episodes on this thing? That would have been fine.
Yeah,
like,
Netflix ain't gonna do that shit though.
uh, like, let's just do movies. Okay. Where are we? We're in the first episode still. Damn. Uh, but yeah, I can't wait to find out what the part 2 and part 3 are gonna look like.
Mhm.
Um, okay, so that's that. Kaleidoscope. last week I talked a little about the show on Netflix called Kaleidoscope, which came out in 2023 and is about a group of people performing a heist. But the story is after you watch the first episode, Netflix will randomly select the next episode based on an algorithm of your taste in movies and TV shows. If you
Yeah.
want to know more about that, go back and listen to that episode from last week. But here's what the viewing order says about me. I posted it last week. It was black, then yellow 6 weeks before the setup. Starting here means Netflix wanted to jump straight into the crew dynamic. You like process, team chemistry, and schemes. You're not the type who needs an origin first. You want the let go to work by. It sets a tone of clever planning and underlying tension. You're analytical, strategic, and love seeing how the pieces fit together. And that's true. Like, it's true. I fucking see that in myself every time. Blue 5 days before suspicion and cracks. Moving next into blue keeps you into the thick of it. Trust issues and paranoia are building. This tells me you like psychological tension and cat and mouse energy. You're drawn to human motives, betrayals, and how pressure exposes real character. That's true. Green, 7 years before Leo's past and regret. You're someone who enjoys emotional backstory revealed midway rather than the start. This is the point where most viewers start empathizing with Leo. You prefer earned emotion over forced exposition. You want to feel for characters only after you've seen what they're capable of. And I love how it goes for you watching a stuffing and then, hey, let's go rewind back to 7 years before. This is what their backstory and this is what happens.
Yeah.
And it tells me right here, it's like, yeah, that's the way I like to watch things. It's true. And when I first saw it and when I first looked into it, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I love backstories. That's what I said. I was like, I love how everything connects later on. And then we got Orange 3 weeks before, Escalation. By now, you've seen the prep, the fractures, the past. Orange is chaos on the horizon. Your pacing preference is clear, controlled chaos. You thrive on tension that's earned. You like when plans begin to unravel, but not all of it at once. Violet, 24 years before, Origins. Netflix plays your deep lore episode here, which is fascinating. You don't need backstory first, you want to understand it later once stakes are clear. You're a lore first, payoff later kind of storyteller. That's the mark of someone who values context as seasoning, not as the main dish, which
Mm.
totally fits you and your M3P and Whisper Text approach. Red, the morning after the fallout. Watching this now gives you emotional closure before you see the actual heist. You enjoy tragedy, irony, and unraveling mystery backward. You like feeling the consequences before you see the crime. That's very noir energy, that's very noir energy of you. And you know when someone says, "Oh, don't spoil it for me," I don't want you to spoil it for me. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
watch it myself. I'm like the type of person, yeah, spoil it for me. No, tell me what happened. You're, you know, if some because someone's telling you there's the stories like, oh my god, they're so excited to tell you, hey, I watched this movie and it was so awesome, and they're and you're gonna watch it too one day.
Oh yeah.
You figured you're gonna watch it too one day. It's like, yeah, sure. It's like, yeah, no, it's okay. Um, but I don't want to spoil it for you. It's like you're too excited. Go for
Mm.
it. Spoil it for me because what I'm gonna do is take that ending and be like, how do we go to that point right there? I want to
Right.
understand how we got to this ending. So I'm gonna watch the entire thing, and then once that point hits where it's like, oh, I understand now. It's like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's like now you have a ending that one person told you, and like, okay, that's how it ends. But then you have your own little ending where you're like, I didn't like the ending. This is how I pictured the ending would have happened.
Right.
So this is the morning after. It's like, all right, stuff already happened, and you're like, oh, the heist really did happen. How did we get here then? Like, I want to know what the last episode is. Write it down. But I can't. I still got to watch another one, which is Pink, 6 months after, very after, Echoes and Reflection. This placement deepens your taste for melancholic resolution. Pink is a what it cost them episode.
Mm.
You're reflective, you crave aftermath, you care about legacy, loss, and what the story means after the thrill fades. And it goes back to when Daniel does the snap and he goes into this little realm of like I don't know, it feels like heaven. And little Gamora says, like, you know,
Did you do
at what cost?
what it cost you?
And he says everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Pink. It happens, but at what cost? What did it cost you? It's like, oh shit, everything.
Yeah.
And then White, the heist, the centerpiece. Ending with White is required, but for you, it hits differently because by now you've seen the emotional and moral fallout first. You prefer to understand every motivation before watching the action. The payoff becomes more human, less spectacle. You're in it for meaning. The overall personality read, this order paints you as the architect. You appreciate design, emotional cause and effect in the slow build. The lore keeper, you like your revelations to come when they hit hardest, not earliest. The reflective storyteller, you crave endings that linger rather than explode. You're not watching for chaos or clever twists alone, you're watching for the echo of every decision. It's the same narrative DNA that shows up in all your lores and all that stuff. Like, okay.
Mm.
Um, so that was fun. Thank you for the repost. Melody Marie, thank you for coming in. Last week we talked about 70s horror and the top 5 grossing films of the decade. This week we're
Mm.
doing 80s. Before we get to that, I asked the M3P Universe what their favorite 80s horror was, and they did not disappoint. Queen Tarnished Beauty says Halloween. We all love a little Halloween.
Yeah.
Greeny Sass says Nightmare on Elm Street and definitely Lost Boys. Does Gremlins count? Yes, it does count. Silver Redhead says The Grudge. It made me laugh. I don't know what year though. Very like now. This is the 2020s, ma'am. But I get it. Like The Grudge was her favorite horror movie of all time. Uh, Emo Girl 705 says Lost Boys, Wrong Turn, and Freddy. Again, Wrong Turn is not until like 2000s. But okay. And Freddy, we all know Nightmare on Elm Street. Leanna says Child's Plague, Children of the Corn, Nightmare on Elm Street. Nice. We love that.
Absolutely.
Mine was Nightmare on Elm Street, Predator. I know it's a sci-fi flick, but it's still
Hell, it's
Predator.
still a hate. Shit. It's horror shit.
It's still
Damn.
horror.
Yeah.
Predator, still horror. Fright Night and The Fly. What is yours, sir? Tell us about yours. We've been dying to know what yours is.
Child's Play, Friday the 13th.
Yes.
And of course, old Fred Krueger.
Yes.
And uh, I mean, Elm Street is just, I'll say it's the pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? It just, in my opinion, it redefined the slasher.
Wes
You know,
Craven. Wes Craven just redefines everything in every decade.
and of course they had that sequel, the one that they have labeled the LGBTQ sequel.
Hey, part two.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even gonna get in because of the LGBTQ. I'm gonna get on just the. It's kind of laughable to me. Like Freddy comes out of the dream world into reality. He jumps up from the ground at a pool party.
The pool party. Yeah, we all know the pool party in part two.
So
Like what?
so you see one black person at this pool party. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
She's standing there with the crowd, not running, nothing, looking at this man killing folks. I said, if this was real life, and it was a black person at this party, and they seen some fool jump up from the ground, slicing people, setting the grill on fire, grills opening by themselves, they would have got their ass up out of there. It's just horrible. And imagine looking at this shit in 4K, remastered. The special
Remastered
effects,
too.
remastered. The shit is terrible.
Wow.
It was like, and when I was young, I never understood. Like I ain't paying no attention. I was like, oh, well, it's a sequel. It's a sequel. But then these past few years, I heard it was an LGBTQ movie, and I was like, really? Is it though? And so last couple of years I was watching, I'm like, well, damn, maybe it is though.
Maybe it
Well,
is. I
I ain't
mean,
gonna get into it.
we didn't think of that like when it happened. We just saw like,
Nah,
hey,
nah,
Freddy's up to his old tricks again,
right.
like because like we didn't start watching at number two. Obviously, we started watching later on, and
Mm-hmm.
like my first one was number three,
Oh,
and
really?
from yeah, my first one was number three, and it's like, no, tell me why am I watching number three? Where's number one? Like, all right, you want to watch the first one? Because this is funny. But if you want to watch
Yeah,
the first one, let's go to the first one, and that shit's
yeah.
scary as fuck.
It's
And
a whole nother ball game. You damn right. Shoot.
and so like when part two showed up on my TV screen, I didn't watch it on DVD on DVD on VCR or video cassette. It showed up on
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
on like one of those channels, and during the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, damn, this fucking movie is so boring and so long, and there's so much story, and there's not enough Freddy in it. And then
Thing
it's
about
like,
it is,
and I'm so used to girls being the final girl that I didn't
and it's,
stop to think, oh, there's a guy. Okay.
yeah, yeah. That it. Quick history lesson about that though. Why you say it's not enough Freddie in there? Because he wasn't even gonna be in it. England was not gonna be in it. They got a replacement, like some kind of fucking stunt act or something in a
Yeah.
Freddy outfit.
Yeah.
So if you have never seen the Elm Street Legacy documentary,
There it is. Yeah.
it's long as hell,
It is. It's as
but
long
it's
as
good.
the Friday the
It's great.
13th
It's
one.
great. It's great. It ain't as long as that Friday the 13th. That Friday the 13th was like 12 hours.
Oh
So,
wow.
like, but they it was so bad. England saw it and he said, "Hell no, I got to go back and reshoot this shit. Help them reshoot this shit." Hell
Exactly.
no. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Um, because there's a part in part two when he like takes off his face,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that's when I knew like that's not him. It's like why this looks horrible. Why does he look like that? This looks horrible. That's not him. That's not him.
And
Come on,
plus,
that's not him.
Wes Craven wasn't even involved in that shit. So, so.
Exactly. But the kills were freaking crazy, dude. The fact that
Yeah,
he
like
was living inside of him, and this dude was like, no. And this is the part where I used to do this all the time. Like for Spanish speaking people, like
mm-hmm,
we have our own myth,
mm-hmm.
people. The Kukui, the
Yeah,
boogeyman.
yeah, yeah,
We also have La Mano Peluda, which is the
mm-hmm,
furry hand. And when
yeah,
someone does this, like the furry
yeah,
hand, it always makes me think of this part right here in part two, where he just like, he does this, he extends his hand and like the fingers come out, and I was like, oh
yeah.
shit. I was like, damn, that's Freddy. And every time I did that, I was like, it was like it would always make me think of that. I was like, what's the
Yeah,
Mano Peluda? La Llorona, Mano Peluda. We should go into that one day.
yeah.
Just like, like,
I would love to hear more about them Mexican urban legends and stuff.
and
I
your urban legend too. Like, I want to know more about that.
Yeah.
Like, let's do the American urban. No, fuck that. Let's do the Black urban legends and then the Mexican
Yeah,
urban
we ain't
legends.
really got no urban legend but fucking Candy Man. So
That's
shoot.
it. We get
That's
like
it.
a freaking.
Basically.
We get a furry hand, a freaking lady who lost her kids, and the boogeyman, and then you guys get like
Yeah.
Candyman. Like, yeah, that's fine, sure.
Candy Man. But
Fuck yeah,
you said M Street 3 was your favorite though.
yeah.
I've heard so many people, I've heard so many people say that. And I can
It,
see why. I can see why though.
what it, yeah, it was my favorite. But like watching it midway.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first got introduced to it, is like it was midway. It's like I came over to my friend's house and he was watching
Mm-hmm.
part three already, and it was like when
Yeah,
Patricia
yeah.
Arquette was getting swallowed by fucking Freddy, Worm Freddy, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, what's that? And it's like, oh, that's Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's like I didn't know anything about this, you know. So
yeah,
then let's go back to the first one, and that's the actual first movie I've ever seen, horror movie that I've ever
yeah,
seen was Nightmare on Elm
yeah,
Street one. And then, but then it's like, oh, that's cool, yeah. But Nightmare on Elm Street 3, I really loved it. That's my favorite one out of the
yeah.
three, out of all of them. I want to say number four, but you know, Patricia Arquette wasn't there. Um, and like I
Yeah.
said, it like Christian Slater lookalike motherfucker. Like you know which one I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I know. I had to cut it off early because I started watching the football game. But I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Um, and that number four had the best soundtrack. I want to say,
man. If you
but that,
back then, you think if you get on Elm Street soundtrack, you was made though. If you get
yeah,
on the Elm,
the
like,
Fat Boys. Yeah, I
yeah.
know, because like
Will Smith, he was even on one, I think.
yeah,
Now, what?
he was on that too.
He
Like
was okay.
every one of them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was like those Nightmare on Elm Street too. Like you said, the pool scene,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a guy with one fucking hand for a knife, fucking hand. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody is there. It's like has a fucking weapon around them. They could just like throw stuff at him and shit. Um, you said a black girl was just chilling right there. It's like,
Look, this bitch was just looking like this.
I mean,
I said, come on now. That's reality. If this is real life, we would have got the hell up out of there. Come on now. Come on, man.
you know, like '90s kids saw this and it's like, you know, she walked so that they could actually run.
Yeah. Yeah.
90s black kids were like, nah, we're not gonna do what this dumb bitch did. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. So
It's just,
like
it's just crazy when you look at certain shit, from the
uh,
80s. And it's like, you can't believe that we were scared of that shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I must say, that first one, it still holds up. I
it
don't care how
does.
bad, how horrible the effects look on 4K, but it still holds up. That
It,
seeing the blood come up from the bed,
oh my
holds
god,
up.
upside
Like,
down everything, and then
yeah,
the freaking Tina
yeah.
getting freaking murdered
You
and
see the
massacred. I was like,
slash,
oh, the
see her body,
slashing.
you see her chest is. I like it. It still holds up though.
It does. Well, it's like Nightmare on Elm Street still holds up. Even for Friday the 13th, that still holds up.
Yeah, yeah.
All the slashers still hold up.
Oh yeah, most definitely though. It's really a lost art though. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age though, we really don't have no true slasher films no more.
No,
You know.
and that's what's missing. Mm. Terrifier,
I've never watched it.
dude. There's a reason I haven't watched number two or three, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a while. But Terrifier one, like it, like you said, it what Wes Craven did is redefine
Hmm.
horror for those. Same thing
Hmm.
with in the '90s, it redefined them, and same
Yeah,
thing in the 20,000, 2000.
yeah.
Leanna says she watched them all. Oh shit, damn girl.
Damn.
Um, Terrifier came out in a freaking time when there's only supernatural movies coming out,
Right, right.
and I'm like, yeah, I see it. Okay, cool. And then I seen it, and I'm just like, why didn't nobody fucking warn me about this shit? What the hell? Damn. That is
Dang.
a lot of fucking gruesome stuff. Hell yeah, I'm watching this. Like,
Apparently, Rhea Ripley loves it. So shit, I'm like, dang.
yeah, there was a sign and during um did you watch today?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I,
there was this
right there, I got up right at like 7:55. I ain't had no alarm or nothing. I just got up and
I
looked
will
at
have
it.
to replay. There was a sign out there, and I saw it at the end of the Seth Rollins match,
Mm-hmm.
where fans said for the director of Terrifier to cast Rhea Ripley in T4. I'm
Mm.
like, I see it. All right, yeah, no,
It's
okay,
gonna happen. It's gonna happen because it's common knowledge that she loves that franchise. So
right.
it'll be fool.
Plus,
It'll be a fool not to let her be in that movie.
exactly.
You know. Yeah.
And plus, Chris Jericho was a number two,
No kidding. I might have to watch this.
and I gotta watch number three because, like, why not just include wrestlers in it? Do it. Go for it. I love that. Um, Up next, the top 10 highest grossing horror films of the 80s. You ready for this one?
Oh yeah.
Number one, Ghostbusters, 1984,
Mm.
worldwide of 229.4 million.
Mm.
Three parapsychologists start a ghost busting business in New York and face a city level supernatural threat, equal parts comedy and supernatural spectacle. Number one for 7 consecutive weeks in its original run. The biggest grossing supernatural comedy of the decade and a cultural phenomenon. Huge influence on merch, theme songs, sequels, and franchising. I was gonna get that shirt, the Ghostbuster shirt, the old school one.
Yeah.
Instead, I went with this. It's like, nah, I'm just gonna get something else. It's like, I used to have Ghostbuster shirt, but it was just like, you, yeah, this is so
That is
obvious.
one. That is one shirt that has eluded my collection for years though.
Oh, which one?
The Ghostbuster one. I never bought one. Like I always wanted one, but I just can't seem to find it. And if I do see it, it's not in my fucking size. So I like the
Yeah,
hell. So
Walmart. Go for it. It's there. Number two, Gremlins, 1984, at a worldwide of 159.7 million.
mm,
Cute Mogwai with rules leads to chaos when the rules are broken and mischievous gremlins multiply and terrorize a small town at Christmas time. It's also a Christmas movie.
right.
Never displaced Ghostbusters at number one during opening weekend. Strong multi-week presence in the chart, but did not top the charts for long. One of the most successful horror comedy hybrids of the 80s, hugely influential for mixing family movie vibe with grotesque creature effects. Yeah, this freaking Mohawk guy is fucking badass, though. Like, oh, and then the ending um, I love that ending with the at the movie theater
hmm
watching Snow White and them doing the hi ho, like that is some fucking asshole type of shit right there. Like I love it. It's just like every time I see it, like assholes. And then in part two, they try to do the same thing. They just like mess around with the movie reel and everything, and then he
hmm
puts Hulk Hogan, and I'm like, really?
I love that shit.
What the hell?
Oh shit.
Number three, Ghostbusters 2, worldwide 112.5 million. The Ghostbusters
Mm.
face a supernatural menace in New York. This linked to a psychic river of negative emotions. Opened big, but was not a year-long chart topper. It was one of 1989's higher earners. Profitable sequel that kept the franchise visible into the end of the decade, not as iconic as the original, but still a major box office hit.
hmm
Number four, Aliens, the number
Ooh,
sequel, worldwide 85.2 million. Ellen Ripley
damn.
returns to face a full hive of xenomorphs, an action-heavy, tense sequel that pushed sci-fi horror into blockbuster territory. Strong box office run in 1986, top 10 worldwide for the year, but weekly number one streak data is mixed. It was a significant summer hit. Considered one of the best sci-fi horror crossovers, huge cultural hit, and critical legacy. Oscars for effects. It was fucking amazing. It was one of my favorites.
That damn James Cameron, boy, I tell you, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with him in sequels. Like that sequel, Terminator 2. Come on, man.
Like the sequels are the best ones. Yeah, it's like, you know
yeah,
what? Let me go and do this again and then fix it.
yeah,
And fix what I did in part one. All right, here's part one. Here's part two. Ellen Ripley gets more screen time and gets more
yeah.
vocal and shit. I was like, get away from her, you bitch. I was like, fuck, dude. Hell yeah.
That's still just
Um,
iconic. That sequel is just iconic though. That's like the best, in my opinion, that's the best aliens movie
it
to
is.
this day.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like none of them other ones even compare though.
I
You know?
tried watching number three. I tried watching number four, but no, I was like, you know what? Aliens is one of the best of the franchise. Um,
Crazy thing about Aliens 3, every time I watch it now that I got older, I fall asleep on this shit.
fucking hell.
That's a good movie to fall asleep to. You automatically gonna fall asleep. Like
And
shit.
Aliens gave us one of the best quotes ever. Like all of them. Like game over, man. Game over. Um, the knife play, everything. I was like, I don't even know if that was number one, but still, you know what? The knife play, game over, and get away from her, you bitch. The fucking queen. Oh my
Yeah.
god. It was like I love those movies. Those two. Number five, Poltergeist. Fucking
Mm.
hell. 1982 at 76.6 million. A suburban family's house is built on haunted ground. Spirits abduct the family's young daughter, and the family must rescue her. Big theatrical success in 1992. I couldn't find a consistent weekly number one straight claim and reliable box office tables, but it's one of the year's top earners. A
Mm.
landmark supernatural horror film of the decade, famous for practical effects, family stakes, and the line, "They're here." And the fact that you heard shit happen during the filming of this fucking movie.
That shit was
That
cursed. Yeah.
the shit was cursed. There was actual bones, skeleton of the fucking in one of the scenes.
Yeah.
The little lady was scary.
Anything
I'm like, poor Zelda. Like,
she in, she scared me out. Damn.
oh fuck, Zelda's in here. We're gonna get fucked. um, but how you gonna have a second movie?
I don't understand.
God damn it. This fucking clown gave me nightmares. I said, you know what? We're done with this movie. I'm never going to watch it again. I don't care about this movie at all. And then proceed to watch it on TV. Not cassette. It was on TV, so they had to cut
Yeah.
some stuff. Obviously, I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
Let me actually watch it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hate it.
I'm gonna sound like Billy Loomis when he said that it was made for TV.
Made for TV. Made for
all, the good,
TV.
all the good shit was cut out. That's fucked up.
All the good shit was cut out. It was.
Yeah.
Number six, Beetlejuice.
Mm.
I don't know why it's here. 73.7 million. It wasn't even that scary. I guess we're including comedies too. What is it about? A recently dead couple hires an obnoxious poltergeist to scare away the living who occupy their home. Whimsical, macabre, Tim Burton fantasy horror. Strong late 1988 performer, top 10 worldwide of the year. It wasn't a multi-week number one blockbuster, but posted solid legs. One of the
Mm.
decade's most beloved horror comedy fantasies, huge cult and mainstream appeal. I mean, Tim Burton is there if you want like a family-friendly horror movie. Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah.
Not Caroline, fucking The Corpse Bride, Beetlejuice, all that. It
He
was
ain't never
it's
really made no. Only dark movie he ever made was like was Sleepy Hollow a Tim Burton movie?
it was Sleepy Hollow
That's the
and
only, that's pretty bad, the only one really. He ain't never made no
The Barber.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Be-
Fucking musical.
anything with freaking Johnny Depp is
That's his boy.
that's his
Like
boy.
yeah.
Anything that Johnny Depp had was in like a scary movie, Tim
Yeah.
Burton did something for it. Edward Scissorhands. Was that supposed to be scary? I don't remember. Like
Nah,
again,
not really.
another horror like comedy, family friendly.
Watch. They ever turn Nightmare Before Christmas into live action? Johnny Depp gonna be in that shit. Watch. Watch. Mark my words.
Not as the
If
main
they ever turn,
character,
huh?
not as the main character, but like somewhere around there.
Nah, yeah. He gonna be in that shit. Watch, trust
Maybe Tim Burton's wife also. Like, wait, what? Don't do it again. Number 7, An American Werewolf in London, 1981, 30.6
me.
million. Two tourists are attacked by a werewolf supernatural curse, and a brilliant practical effects transformation unfolds as the survivor becomes the werewolf. Number 1, blockbuster for a massively influential and award-winning makeup Oscar genre hit. Critics and cult favorite, constantly in top best of the 80s horror list for its effects and tone. Looking at it now,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh god, that whole werewolf transformation is like that is disgusting. That is just like that doesn't look like CGI, but then again, I'm like, oh, yikes.
Yeah, they had to put their shit into it though back then. For them effects, man, for real. That's crazy. Okay.
Um, not one of my favorite movies, not one of my favorite werewolf movies, but yeah, okay,
I
I get
seen
it.
like I seen like once, and I wasn't impressed with that shit, so I never bothered to watch it again.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you know what? The wolf attacking them, rare. It's like, okay, sure. Is that how you do it? Okay. Number 8, Friday the 13th. Number 1, camp counselors are picked off on an isolated summer camp, launched the slasher franchise that dominated the decade, reached number 1 in its opening weekend, and became a hugely influential slasher template. A foundational slasher franchise starter, culturally huge despite modest growth versus hybrid blockbusters, 39.9 million worldwide. Um, Not my favorite of the entire franchise,
Mm-hmm.
but still, like, we understand it. Friday the 13th is about Pamela Voorhees, not Jason. But
Right.
Jason, she uses Jason as part of the, you weren't paying attention to my son.
Yeah.
So now I must kill off every camp counselor that's out there
Mm-hmm.
because, you need to pay attention to kids. Like, what, lady? Stop. That's not their fault. It's the other people's fault, you know?
Right.
But
Right.
still, I have a fucking beef with camp counselors now. Ugh, shit. Um, the ending, the fucking scare.
That shit was on the other day. Right at that part, I came in the room and it was right on there. I said, "Oh shit!" It still gets me though.
Doesn't matter how old you are, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old you are. I watched it as a kid. I was like, oh my god, jump scare. Fucking 10 years later, you're not, you're just like, I know it's coming. I know it's
But
coming.
still, it still gets you though. It still gets you.
Mhm. It, did it take this long for it to show up? And you're just like, is it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, do I remember this movie? Is it this one? The one that does it? Ah! Son of a bitch, bro. Years later, now you're watching it, messes with you for sure. Thanks, thank you. And then years later, now you're just like waiting for it, and it finally happens, and you just pause, and it's like he's one ugly motherfucker. Like
No
what
shit.
the hell?
You ain't lying. Shit.
And then like you said, the documentary for that took forever.
Oh Lord, bro, I bought it. I bought it a couple months ago. I bought that. I bought the bundle. It was the Elm Street documentary and the Friday 13th documentary. I watched the Friday 13th documentary. I fell asleep. I woke up. That shit was still on.
That shit was still on.
They ain't even got to the second part. It was like it split into two parts. I like, what the fuck? I was like, man.
The documentary, man. They're like,
I
no,
said, y'all have to go through
not
every little. bit of detail of each movie for the documentary. God
Yes,
damn.
that's what a documentary is supposed to be about, and I love it. And like, I'm just sitting there not watching the entire thing, and then if I fall asleep, I would pause it. Like, all right, I'm gonna watch this later. Come back. And it's like I swear to God, it felt like I watched this entire thing for like a whole week.
I told my kitchen manager, I said, bro, I said, if you watch it, bro, I said, you're gonna take a break on because it's too long. He said, it's that long, Greg, you lying. I said, I ain't lying. I can't make this shit up. This shit it go on forever and ever.
Every single detail of this movie, from start to finish, from the first one
To the
to
remake.
the
Come on
remake
now.
to the
Yeah.
freaking what's it called? Jason Takes Manhattan. Um, fuck- what? Jason X. What the
The worst
hell?
one. That was the worst
Um,
one.
the worst one. What is it called? Having different, like, who's your favorite Jason actor?
Hotter.
Kane Cotter.
Kane.
Kane
Yeah.
Cotter. Yeah, like mine too. And because
And
you
it's
know his
it's
name, like
yeah.
he made sure to, like, you're gonna remember my name, Kane Hodder.
And it's a shame. I say this to this day. It's a shame they didn't let him play Jason in Freddy versus Jason.
Exactly.
I'm
What a
still
fucking
pissed
asshole.
about
I'm
that to this day.
still mad about that.
Yeah. And how Jason looked in that movie though. Another thing. I said, why he look like that though? What's up with the little strands of hair and shit? I'm like, what's up? I said, what's up, bro? Why the back of his head is black like that? And
Why? Why was Jason Goes to Hell horrible?
yeah, he wasn't even in it. Like, it's just brother eating the heart, he killing people. It was just terrible.
In order to kill him, you have to be related to him.
Mm, mm,
What?
mm.
Who wrote this
Whoever
shit?
wrote that movie, ass. Whoever wrote that
He
movie, ass.
suddenly has a sister. He suddenly has a brother. Whatever. This is so fucking dumb. What the fuck?
Yeah, dang.
It's not from, according to like eight fucking movies ago. He didn't have any of these people.
Hell no. That motherfucker was on the child. Shit, as far as we knew. Shit.
Man went through like a bunch of shit. Manhattan, um, other freaking Corey Feldman, fucking a Professor X type of girl.
Yeah, she tore his ass up, didn't she?
I mean, we're suspending the disbelief of like Jason being there. Might as well have like a telekinetic person in there.
Yeah.
I can move stuff with my head, with my mind. I was like, okay, cool.
Then eventually he went to space. That's where horror films go to die when they take him to space. Thank God Freddy didn't ever go to space. So, Lord have mercy.
Oh man, the space one is just, um, yeah.
I remember watching that with my mother, and she said, "This is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen in my life." Even my mother said that, and she ain't fuck with horror like that. And so I was like, man,
Oh
shoot,
god, like I love the mask, but still, like, you know what? Nah, Jason X was not it.
yeah,
Jason, the remake Jason, I was like, okay, are
that
we
was
gonna
terrible.
continue from here? Please continue from here. Don't make any more stupid decisions. Just continue from the Jason, Friday the 13th, with Jared Padalecki. Just continue from here, please.
Yeah,
We're good. And like nothing ever happened. Like, son of a bitch. Like, how?
like,
It felt like a good reboot, basically, but
yeah,
not like a soft reboot, but it felt like a good reboot. Like, hey,
you
we
got to see, you see when come on, how his mother got killed.
yeah,
You see him get
like
his mad,
exactly.
and it was one of the. I mean, people gonna hate me when I say this. I like that reboot and the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. I give Nightmare for a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit. I fuck with the Elm Street re, reboot, but the only problem I have with that Elm Street reboot is
He's short.
Nah, the makeup was fucked up.
The makeup.
Terrible. But just the story. He working at a fucking daycare center with these kids. Like when we was watching them OM streets, they never said that he was a pedophile. They never said that. They
They
all they
never
said
did.
he murdered children.
Yeah.
People
It
just
kind of
alluded
like
to.
it. Kind. That's
Yeah,
what it kind of like. You know what? Oh, okay.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? He alluded
Turn
to
me
the
off
fact,
on that.
like he alluded to the fact that he murdered children. You know, that's the only thing that messed up. Thank God that didn't have no sequel. Like, but I watch it. You know, I watch it just to watch it. But you know, speaking of reboots, what do you think is was the best reboot in the horror genre?
Horror genre reboot. Starting from number one. I don't know, dude. So far is Nightmare. Not Nightmare. Friday 13th.
Friday 13th.
But as long as you give it a second part and continue from this one, then yeah, it'll be like I consider it the best. Um, I haven't seen many reboots.
Yeah,
Which one's yours?
like you don't kill me when I say this. You're gonna hate your brother when it. I'm gonna say my
Well,
favorite, the Halloween reboot, Rob
not
Zombie.
bad. Rob, what? What? Rob Zombie reboot. What happened there, man?
The first one. The first one. I don't consider that second one because the second one was trash. But I I mean many people gonna hate this when I say this, but I think it showed what could possibly happen. You come up in a broken home where it's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I don't know. I mean, it just holds. I just it holds a special place in my heart, though.
Exactly.
That reboot. But also on the flip side, that my other favorite reboot is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, though.
Ooh,
The Planet Dooms one. You know, the same company that did the Friday the 13th in Elm Street. You know, that's the best thing. The sequel reboot was alright. You know what I'm saying? But they just kept rebooting it and rebooting it, and rebooting it. So just a money grab.
yeah.
But on the flip side, it's tough between Halloween and Friday the 13th. So
Halloween and Friday 13th. Um. Okay. Yeah, Friday 13th. Um. Let's continue. Number nine, The Shining, 1980,
mm,
worldwide, 45.6 domestic figure
great
commonly
movie.
cited. A caretaker and his family stay in an isolated haunted hotel. Psychological breakdown and supernatural menace build to terrifying results. Not a not a multi-week box office number one, but it's one of the decade's most influential horror films in critical and cultural terms. A top-tier psychological horror classic, massive long-term reputation, wrote Kubrick and Nicholson.
Mm,
I said it 2 years ago. Kubrick fucking isolated Ali Sheedy from the entire cast,
yeah,
and it's the reason why she gave us the best fucking performance ever.
and she
Uh,
went crazy in the
yeah,
process.
yeah.
Bless her heart and bless her soul, man. What he put that woman through, man. You know, it was a hell of a performance. Don't get me wrong, but man, that's fucked up. What he
Yeah.
put her through, man. And it's a hell of a movie though.
And
And if y'all who have
watching,
never seen The Shining, watch The Shining.
watch The
It's a hell,
Shining,
it's a hell of a movie. It's a hell of a movie. I'm telling you, like it's a masterpiece.
and watching her scream and yell and all this stuff, and I was just like, and knowing what he did to her, I was like, you know what? It's not as annoying as it was before. It's
Yeah,
fine. You deserve this.
yeah.
You deserve this. You deserve the flowers for yelling and screaming. Go for it. Go for it,
Poor
man.
soul. All right.
And number 10, Pet Cemetery.
Hmm.
Domestic of 57.47 million. Based on Stephen King, a family discovers a burial ground that resurrects the dead, bringing back loved ones with terrible consequences. Strong Spring 1989 showing, not a year topper, but a notable late decade hit. One of the
Mm-hmm.
decade's most commercially successful King adaptations, bleak tone and emotional horror made it stand out. Um, favorite Stephen King horror film? Freaking It? Yeah,
Favorite Stephen King?
yeah.
Um, hmm, I'm gonna have to say Cujo.
Cooch fucking hell, bro. Damn it.
Bang,
Damn it.
bang. That was
I,
a bad motherfucker.
oh,
Ooh, man, like
God.
I love Cujo and Christine. I like Christine too.
Christine, too.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
s- Dog, step away from the bat. Why are you messing with bats? Come on. And then now you got rabies, and now you're acting a fool. And
Like I say, it wasn't his fault. I mean, he got bit by a bat and he went crazy. But once he got bit, hell on earth though.
fucking
Ooh,
hell, I hated
that
it.
fool jumped through that window.
A lot of slobber, and I'm just
Sloppy.
like,
He just looked
doing
sloppy
this.
and
Damn
nasty
it,
though.
dude. Damn
God,
it. Ah. I was like,
I can't believe I can't believe they remaking that. And I said, how y'all gonna remake this shit, man?
how are you gonna remake that? That is
I said,
crazy.
that's one of them things you just can't touch though. Really, in my opinion though.
Um,
Y'all got away with it, but I don't know how y'all gonna pull this out with Cujo though. I really don't.
that movie's the reason why I don't watch movies with dogs in them. Cause I'm not dealing with Cujo. I'm not dealing with people with, like all that stuff. And then I Am Legend comes out, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh man,
Just
man,
save the dog, damn it!
yeah, man,
Run, run, dog, run! Like,
was hard
please.
though. That was real tough. Man.
And then there's a movie called Good Boy. Have you heard about this?
Mm-mm.
Where he sees um 22 2025 film. Hold on. It's out. It's called Good Boy. Came out on October 3rd. A man moves into a new home that has supernatural forces lurking in the shadows as dark entities start to threaten him. His brave dog comes to the rescue. The dog can see them. He can't.
Damn.
And it's not only that, it's from the perspective of the dog. Like the
Mm-hmm.
dog is on camera's point of view. Like you see
Oh,
him, it's like from this point of view, and you see him going up, and the dude is like fighting demons and shit. And so, oh hell
damn.
no, hell no, like Good Boy.
Hey,
Good Boy was independently produced by Lemberg and Carrie Fisher. Anybody? Um, they named What's Wrong with Your Dog. Released Good Boy debuted at the as South by Southwest Film Festival in March 2025 and was later screened at the Overlook Film Festival. In May 2025, Shudder acquired the distribution rights of the film to the US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. It was released in cinemas on October 3rd. Box office, the film released in the United States on October 3rd and earned 990,000 on its opening. Damn.
mm.
Good. Rotten Tomatoes says Good Boy is a visually striking and emotionally devastating horror film that eschews genre conventions to deliver a uniquely haunting and conceptually ambitious experience. Oh my god! Like, one day I'll watch it. I'd be scared the whole time something would happen to the dog. Exactly, like, but it's from his point of view, so nothing's gonna happen to
Yeah,
the dog. Like,
yeah.
oh
Yeah,
damn.
man. That's I can tell that movie hell. I don't know. I don't know if I better watch this shit. Man.
All right, well, those were the number one box office movies of the 90s, 80s. I
Hmm.
mean, next week we're gonna do the top 10 highest grossing horror films of the 90s.
Right.
Um, on the flip side, you know that one annoying kid from Home Alone, the one asking way too many questions while everyone's trying to pack
Yeah,
for
yeah,
vacation.
yeah, yeah.
That's how summer feels.
Damn.
Still hanging around even though it's October.
Going on a
Sun
trip. Going on a trip.
going on a trip. Where are you going? What's going on? How many does it fit? Oh, okay.
We're going to Florida. First, we got to pick our grandmother up from Dakota. Side. Get the fuck out of here. Damn.
In the spirit of summer, refusing to leave, we're asking you, what's the hottest horror in your opinion? Is it the hot final girl or guy? Summer set slashers that made you fear campgrounds forever, or villains so hot you kind of rooted for them?
Mm.
Jennifer's Body. American Psycho 2.
Mm.
Tell us your favorite summer horror movie and then what makes it burn brightest for you. Jennifer's Body was fucking awesome, by the way. Like Megan Fox. Yes,
I
sir.
watched that. I watched like 5 minutes. It ain't that finished. Oh,
Ah, you like
I
it?
got it. I got it. I got it up here. I don't know how I ended up with the shit, but I got it.
You,
But I'm like,
you don't know how you ended up with it, but like I know how you ended up with it. I was like,
I just
what?
grabbed it. I grabbed like they used to people used to bring like how I did like donate movies to my job, put on tape for people to get. So it was up there. I said, jump about I'll take this shit. Fuck it. Put it up there. I ain't watched it. Like, so I need to check it out though. See what's up.
Hell yeah, Hot Final Girls. Like, basically back in the 80s when like just girls were flashing and everything.
Yeah.
Like those kind of movies are the hot summer camp movie or the villains you actually rooted for. Those are the
Mhm.
types that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, um, that's how summer feels. Like that's it's very hot and humid. So, what's your hot horror movie? Speaking of fire, we got some Freddy Krueger lore.
Mm.
Okay, let's do this. We're at how much? How long are we at? At 1 hour and 22 minutes. Let's fucking keep going. Let's fucking go. They say every nightmare has an ending, but Freddy Krueger's it never really stopped. The last time we officially saw him was 2003's Freddy vs. Jason, the ultimate
Mm.
monster mash of millennial horror. Freddy, the burnt-faced boogeyman of Elm Street, manipulates Jason Voorhees into killing for him, hoping to rekindle fear in Springwood's teenagers and fuel his dream powers. But like any slasher ego clash, it doesn't end well for either of them. In the film's final moments, Jason emerged from Crystal Lake carrying Freddy's severed head and then that wicked smirk. Freddy winks at the audience because Freddy never dies. He waits, he laughs, he haunts. That was the last cinematic chapter of the original Freddy timeline, but the story of the Dream Demon stretches far beyond Elm Street's cul-de-sac of nightmares. To understand him, we have to go back to where the nightmare began. The Springwood slasher rises. Wes Craven gives us a Nightmare on Elm Street, a film that redefined horror by merging and supernatural with the psychological. Freddy Krueger isn't just another masked killer. He's an idea, a murderer who invades your dreams, where pain is real and death is final. In life, Freddy was a child murderer known as Springwood Slasher. After slipping through the cracks of the legal system, the parents of Elm Street took justice into their own hands, cornering him into his boiler room and burning him alive. But death didn't stop Freddy, it changed him. He was reborn as the Dream Demon, haunting the children of those same parents, killing them in their sleep and feeding on their fear. By the time Nancy Thompson fights back, Freddy has already become the face of a new kind of horror, surreal, personal, inescapable. Each sequel reshapes Freddy mythology. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, 1985. Freddy tries to possess a teenager in the real world, making it one of the most subtle subtext horror, making it one of the most subtext heavy horror sequels of all time. What time is it for this fucking train to be showing up right now?
Dang.
Good lord. Dream Warriors, 1987. Freddy's legend grows. The last of Elm Street children fight back inside the dreamscape using dream powers. Freddy's
Mm.
backstory deepens. We learn he's the bastard son of 100 maniacs. Born from a nun's assault inside a psychiatric hospital. The
Mhm.
Dream Master, 1988, and The Dream Child. Freddy becomes more theatrical, his kills more creative. The tone shift from pure terror of twisted to twisted humor. The one-liners
Mhm.
start flying as fast as the claws. I mean, The Dream Child was like the kid was pissing me off. Kid could have like cast another kid at the same
Hey,
time.
Freddy.
You know what?
Hey,
He's
Freddy. I remember that shit. I,
he's his
I remember when that
son.
shit was on, it came on TV. That's the first time I seen it. I never saw the real
Yeah,
version until later on in life. And they always showed the edited version. That little boy, that was just terrible. I was like, oh, Lord.
exactly. Um, yeah, the Dream Child, fucking hell, dude, it was horrible. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare in 1991. We see his life story in flashbacks, an abused child, a killer shaped by trauma and madness. It reveals the dream demons, entities that granted Freddy his nightmare powers upon his fury death. Oh, sure, let's just do that. Uh, Freddy Reborn Again. Wes Craven returned to for New Nightmare in 1994, turning the
Mm,
camera on the audience himself. This time, Freddy isn't a movie villain, he's a real ancient entity that uses stories as gateways into the world. The film's actors, Heather Langenkamp, Robert Englund, even Craven himself, play fictional versions of themselves being haunted by Freddy. It's not just a sequel, it's a commentary on fear as mythology.
yeah.
And 1994, what happened 2 years later? Fucking Scream. Fucking
Yeah.
Scream, dude.
Yeah.
Wes Craven
Yeah.
says like, all right, this is my legacy. I'm
Yeah.
I'm shutting down this chapter,
Hmm.
and then I'm fucking gonna fucking flip shit around,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna like basically everything that you learn from all these past movies, these kids have seen, and they're gonna
Hmm.
tell you all about it.
Yeah. Yeah. You did. It brought
Uh,
him back. It brought him
yeah,
back though. The big way.
yes, he did. And it's not just the sequels. Freddy vs. Jason, the Slasher Showdown, 2003. Fast forward nearly a decade. Freddy's power has faded because people have stopped fearing him. He manipulates Jason where he's into killing in Springwood, so the town will believe Freddy's back, restoring his strength. But Jason doesn't stop. The killers turn on each other, leading to one of horror's bloodiest battles. Blaze versus Machete, Nightmare versus Campfire. Um, what's that thing called? The pothead Freddy, the little caterpillar.
Oh yeah. I don't know what's called, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
That was my favorite part there. I was like, oh fucking shit, it's funny. When it's over, Jason rises from the lake holding Freddy's head. Freddy winks because evil in the world of nightmares never really sleeps. The lost lore secrets buried in comics and novels. Here are five lesser known pieces of Freddy Krueger lore found outside of films from novels, comics, and forgotten tie-ins. Dreamspawn, Black Flame novel, reveals that Freddy can create new dream entities, twisted versions of his victims that help him manipulate new dreamers. One version, the Dream Spawn, becomes a proto Freddy disciple.
Mm.
Nightmares on Elm Street, Innovation Comics 1991, introduces a concept that Freddy's dream energy is tethered to the souls he's taken, meaning if you free the souls, you literally weaken him.
Mm.
Freddy's Realm Avatar Press suggests that Freddy has begun to infect digital dreams, entering through television and computer screens, decades before Black Mirror made the terrifying plausible. The Dream Dealers Black Flame novel explores a corporation trying to sell dreams as entertainment. Naturally, Freddy finds his way in, turning the system into a nightmare distribution network.
Mm.
And one of my favorite ever, Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, Wildstorm and Dynamite,
Mm.
expands Freddy's lore through the Necronomicon. It's implied that his powers come from the same demonic forces that birthed the Evil Dead universe, connecting Freddy to ancient cosmic evil, and it's all connected. I love it. Interesting. Hey, Mandy.
That should have been a fucking movie.
That should have been in the movie. I love it.
Yeah. Been a fucking movie. Yeah.
Um, didn't we have the Necronomicon and Jason Goes to Hell? I think they
Huh?
did. The Necronomicon, the book, the
Yeah.
Evil
I
Dead book,
think so.
was in Jason, right?
Yeah.
Legacy, the man behind the glove. Freddy Krueger isn't just a slasher, he's a personality. He's the rock star of horror, quipping between kills, invading pop culture and music videos, toys, late night talk shows, and even MTV commercials.
Yep.
Robert Englund's performance turned him into more than a villain. He became an anti hero that fans love to fear. Freddy
Hmm.
inspired comics, novels like 900 Number, Freddy Hotline, what? An anthology show, Freddy's Nightmares, and even a Nintendo video game. Did you
Yep.
play it? So
I
far,
try
it's
to
good,
play it.
Andy.
I tried to play it recently, like a year ago, when I bought the game stick from TikTok. But that shit looks so terrible. I said, nah, I can't do it. Like, shit.
It looked terrible. You weren't scared of the Freddy movies. He represents the era when horror villains had charisma, when the monsters wasn't lurking in the shadows but grinning right at you.
Yeah.
And Freddy's story officially ends in Freddy vs. Jason, but his shadow stretches through reboots, fan films,
Mm,
and whispers of another return. Because Freddy
mm,
Krueger is more than the man with the glove, he's a symbol of what horror does best. It takes out fears, wraps them in dreams, and dares us to close our eyes, anyways.
yeah.
Because remember, the moment you stop fearing him, he'll find a new way to make your dream again.
Mm.
Um, I love this section right here. What should we do next week? Jason, Michael Myers.
I think it was Mike. Oh, Michael, man.
Let's do Michael Myers.
Yeah.
All right, let's do Michael Myers next week. All right, you ready? It's time to once again play. Is this a '90s horror movie? Mandy says she was having a Scream marathon. Which one was your favorite Scream of the franchise?
Mine,
Yeah,
mine.
yeah,
I'm going with number one. I'm going with the original.
original.
Yeah, because that one, man, is just it set the foundation for a
It
new
did.
era for slasher.
It did. It did.
And and you had to be from that era to know how important that shit was. I mean, that was the most talked about movie. Man, like it, I can remember my cousins just they were just going crazy over this shit though. Like like he said he recited the whole movie. I'll never forget this. We was at my uncle's house.
He
It was
loved it.
just it was laying in the dark. He recited from beginning to the finish.
How
He
many
said the whole
times
he
you
explained the
watch it?
whole movie.
That's fucking
He
hilarious.
explained the whole movie. And then this was time when you go to Blockbuster when it
Yeah.
came out, you couldn't find a copy nowhere. It was
No.
sold out. Like I said before on the show, that I find that I didn't even get. I bought it without even seeing it. That's how bad I wanted to see it. So you know, it's,
Um, I didn't go out to watch it. I saw it on pay per view. It
mhm.
was on a 24-hour one.
Yeah,
So
I
I
remember.
was like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
so I said, let me watch this on pay per view. And I fucking watched it the entire day.
Dang.
My brother and sisters came home, like, have you guys seen this? Like, Scream? No, but I heard about it. Like, all right, let's watch it.
Yeah.
You ordered it? I was like, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So we watched Scream over and over again, and I just thought it was fucking the most fun shit ever.
Yeah.
Cause it was like, you know, you like a character so much, let's kill him off in the second movie. Jamie
Crazy.
Kennedy, yeah, Jamie Kennedy, Randy Meeks. Let's kill him on the second movie, and I'm just like, oh, damn it, I relate to this person. We talk about the same thing. Like we love horror movies, and we say like, okay, so in this movie, blah blah blah, and I was just like, that sucks that they killed him off in the second movie.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah. So okay, where are we? Holy shit! I lost. We are playing this '90s horror movie. Round one, The Dentist, 1996. A Beverly Hills dentist goes insane and starts torturing his patients with drills and pliers. Real or fake?
Real. It gotta be real.
Damn. So yes to your question. What was your question, man? It is real. Okay. I didn't get any fucking fun facts about it, but okay. Number two, Face of Fear, 1993. A sculptor obsessed with perfection starts replacing his models with faces. A sculptor obsessed with perfection starts replacing his models' faces with clay masks made from real skin. Ew.
That sound
Real or fake?
fake.
You think that's fake?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Leanna says real. Mandy thinks the House of Wax. It is 100% fake, but sounds like body parts meets the Mangler. Round three, Pinocchio's Revenge, 1996. A defense attorney's daughter gets attached to a wooden puppet that might be possessed by a murderer's soul. Real or fake?
Real.
Welcome in, JC. What do you guys think? Leanna says real. You guys locked in? All right. It is 100% real. It's basically Chucky's cousin. Love your faces. Number four, The Fear, 1995. A group of friends spend the weekend confronting their worst fears, literally embodied by a wooden mannequin named Morty. Real or fake?
Fake.
Greg says fake. What do you guys think? No idea. Pick one. Pick one. No wrong answers here. Well, yeah, there is. Cool. T is one of my friends. Huh? It is 100% real. Morty the Mannequin is real nightmare fuel.
Mm.
Round five, Brain Scan. A teen discovers a virtual reality horror game that forces him to commit real murders. Coolman is one of your friends. Real or fake?
Fake.
Fake. You think it's fake? Greg thinks it's
Mm.
fake. What do you guys think? This one is real. Stars Edward Furlong from Terminator 2.
Mm. Robbie damn.
Damn. Round six, Clock Watchers, 1998. Four office temps realize time literally freezes whenever their boss enters the room, trapping them in an endless workday.
Real. Sound like one of them low budget
Real.
night.
Leanna says real. Greg says real. And Mandy says real. Scary real. JC says scary real. It is 100% fake. It sounds like The Office, but it sounds like Office Space directed by Cronenberg. Round seven. Oh, fuck this. Anaconda. A documentary crew goes to the Amazon and becomes prey to a giant killer snake.
Real. Goddamn. I seen it in the theater, so I know it's real.
Hey, that's real. It's fucking real. Starring Jennifer Lopez. I'm not calling her that. Ice Cube and John Boyd's accent all confirm it. John Boyd is fucking um
Weirdo, man.
two movies in the 90s with his accent. I was like, what are you doing, sir? Don't want your life.
Hunty Hunty and the candies.
Oh my god.
That motherfucker, that crying bitch in that movie. Shit.
Round eight, Body Parts, 1991. After a car accident, a man gets a new arm from a serial killer's corpse, and then the arm starts acting on its own. The fuck? Real or fake?
Fake. It gotta be fake.
Greg says fake. Mandy says real. We got one real. We got one fake. Leanna says real. It is 100% real. This one's pure
Mm.
90s sci fi gore. Oh, I gotta
Mm.
watch it then. Round nine. Are we saying the real movies or happen in real life? Real movies. It's like, is this a '90s horror movie or is this fake?
Mm.
Where are we? Eight, nine, round nine. The Page Turner, 1997. A lonely librarian discovers she can summon entities by reading banned books aloud at midnight.
Fake.
Fake. It is 100% fake. Round 10, The Funhouse, 1991, re-released. Four teens get trapped overnight in a traveling carnival's dark side with a deformed killer. Real or
Fake.
fake? Fake? He says it's fake. Leanna says it's real. Mandy says it's real. It is 100% real. Technically 1991, but it had a cult '90s VHS revival that fooled everyone. So yeah. Um, Thank you for playing. We're gonna do is this a real horror movie or fake 2000s next week.
Mm.
This was fun. I was like, I have more for next week. What's your
Yeah.
favorite '80s horror movie says about you? All right, we're ending this on here. A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984. You live for creativity with a scary twist. Probably doodled in the margins of your notebook and stayed up way too late watching movies you weren't supposed to. Deep down, you
Mm.
root for the underdog dreamers. Friday the 13th, 1980. You're patient, quiet, and a little intense. You secretly love camping, but you also always check who's making s'mores beside you. You're about
Mm.
tradition, even if it involves a hockey mask. Halloween, 1978 or 1981 Sequel Crew. You love a clean kill, no frills, no fancy special effects, just pure stalking energy. You're the friend who checks if the door is locked twice but still leaves a candle burning for spooky vibes. You also have the best taste in horror scores. Carpenter is your comfort sound.
Mm.
I mean, I was 1 year old. The Shining, 1980. You like your horror psychological, creepy hotels, cryptic messages, slow burn dread. You probably said, "Here's Johnny," at least once in your life for no reason at all. And I have said that, but Shining is not one of my favorites. Children of the Corn, 1984. Leanna, this one's for you. You're the person who side-eyed a rural gas station, doesn't trust any kid over the age of 8. You love psychological horror, the what if the world really went this wrong type. You probably said Outlander at least once this year just to test the vibe in the room. I've never seen this, but I have to now because of this moment. Oh man, it's a great movie. I'll have to watch it. Predator,
I
1990.
didn't watch. I didn't watch the original either, so I got to watch it. Check it out my damn self.
Yeah, Predator, 1987. Technically, that's great. I haven't seen that movie. Predator, 1987. Technically sci-fi, but horror enough to count. You like your monsters with muscles and your terror with testosterone. You quote,
Mm.
"Get to the chopper," unironically, and think jungle horror deserves a comeback. You root for the creature and the crew, and secretly you'd watch an entire movie from the predator's point of view.
Mm.
I was terrified of the redhead cousins because of the children of the corn. I love it. I love it. I love it. We all get terrified of something. No, it's
Mm-hmm.
like for real. Like, what is it? Where there's like Mordecai or something like that? I don't know.
Malachi. Malachi.
Malachi. Oh my god. Like, oh man. Malachi. Hellraiser, 1987. You're edgy
Mm.
and a little too into Hot Topic before it was cool. You find beauty in the grotesque, and you definitely own at least one spiky accessory in high school.
Mm.
Yeah, can we get rid of that box from the TikTok shop, please?
I haven't seen it on. You know what?
I haven't
I've
seen
seen
this
a
thing.
video. I've seen a video, but I haven't seen actually on there though. Like I seen a video of the box, but I haven't seen it on TikTok shop when I be on there though. That's crazy though.
Have we checked in on the people that freaking sold it or that are trying to sell it?
I don't
Because
know. I ain't.
I haven't heard from them in a while. Not in my algorithm anymore. It's like, what happened to them? Oh, they went somewhere, all right. The Thing, 1982. You don't trust anyone, and you shouldn't. You're skeptical, analytical, and have a survivalist streak. You also think
Mm,
every group project could turn into an alien shapeshifter situation.
mm.
Child's Play, 1988. You had at least one toy that creeped you out, but you refused to throw it away. You love dark humor, and you probably root for the villain a little too often. Um, no, my sister did, and I wanted to throw those fucking dolls away, and they didn't, and I just like, Mom, she's too old for toys. Come on. Like, come on. It's just a fucking creep. Anyway, Gremlins 1984. You're mischievous, playful, and love mixing cozy with chaos. You know the rules: no food after midnight, no water, but you definitely break them just to see what happens.
Right.
Dub that. I can't. I can't give your kid chocolate after midnight. Why not? Hey, you want some chocolate? I got you. Hold on. Up all night. Like, I'm sorry. He took it from me. Leanna says, Mom always got me porcelain dolls. I hated those things, but she loved them. Those things, bro. Those things. Those, like,
Yeah, yeah.
why do you have something that will break so easily? Why don't you put them away in the closet up there, not like right where a child can get onto it? Like, look at
Right.
me holding this doll, and boom.
Mm,
My
mm,
mom
mm.
collected those too, Mandy. Pet Cemetery, 1999. You're sentimental to a fault. You hate letting go of the past, even if it claws back at you. Probably cried during a horror movie, but told everyone it was allergies. Uh, Favorite fucking soundtrack. The Lost Boys, 1987. You're stylish, love a good soundtrack, and think vampires should always look cool. You might secretly wish you had a leather jacket and a motorbike. That's how fucking vampires should look. Not sparkly. On my way to fucking look for a shirt for fucking the podcast, and instead of just buying this, I'm like, hey, I'm looking for horror shirts. Who's that guy laughing near you? That's my co-host, Greg. He's on the other side of this computer right here. Sparkly. You'll get to hear him if you listen to the podcast. But on my way to fucking buy this shirt, and I was like, "Hey, where can I find horror shirts?" And I was like, "All right, over there." Like, all right, and I go over there. It's like Twilight. I'm like, I said horror shirts.
I want
The
no fucking
fuck
Twilight
is
shirt.
the
Fuck
fuck
out of
is
here.
this? What is like? Say it, Bella. Say it.
Right.
Oh, okay. Um, Fright Night. God, I just love vampires. 1985. You're stylish, sassy, and deeply loyal to practical effects. You missed the days when vampires were seductive and slimy. You definitely had a crush on someone in this movie, either Jerry Dandridge or Evil Ed. No judgment. You love your horror with neon lighting and synthwave flavor. The Fly, 1986. You're fascinated by body horror, the art, the tragedy, the gross out genius. Oh, God, it's fucking disgusting. You see horror as emotion first and splatter second. You probably call Cronenberg the Shakespeare of slime, and you'd be right. You love horror that makes you feel something, even if that something is nausea.
Mm.
You want to arm wrestle? That arm wrestling scene, dude. When he arm wrestled that dude, and for him to just cheat and just throw up on him, and it's like, no, it's like I can't. You don't.
No, I gotta watch that. It's been years since I
It's
watched
been
that.
years, yeah. And then
I
towards
gotta watch
at the that very oh god, grotesque. I tell you, the grotesque body horror, yeah. And the fact that it's like the slime still sticks around, and those are my favorite kind of movies. Critters, 1986. You're a gremlin. You're the gremlin of your friend group. Chaotic, lovable, and ready to turn anything into a monster movie marathon. You love
it.
campy creature feature energy, and you're always defending the underdog horror franchises. You don't just watch
Mm.
Critters. You collect the VHS box art like it's a sacred scripture. Oops, that's me. Oh man, this is fucking awesome. I love it. These are awesome movies. Again, we're gonna do some more of these for the '90s. Yeah, '90s edition.
Yeah.
Um, The Fly. I'm gonna watch Sinners. I know I kept saying that I'm gonna watch Sinners, but I'm gonna watch Sinners. Like I need a new vampire movie to watch, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Check it out.
that's gonna be me. I'm gonna watch it
Yeah.
for and talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Um, Insidious is a great trilogy. I haven't seen it. I gotta watch it.
Mm-mm. Me neither.
150. All right. You guys ready to go? You ready?
Let's get it.
All right. Stop it. Catch up, buddy. I'm going to. I'm going to. Thanks, Maddie. And that's going to do it for tonight's investigation into the shadows of nostalgia, where horror meets the heart of Saturday nights gone by. From cursed cartridges to midnight movie marathons, we've wandered through the static, peered into the fog, and somehow made it back to tell the tale.
Mm.
But the darkness doesn't rest, my friends. But the darkness doesn't rest, my fiends. It just rewinds. Next week, we're diving in even deeper into the crypt with 90s Horror Week. From Scream to The Faculty to I Know What You Did Last Summer. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And maybe even the little Buffy for good measure.
Mm.
Thank you, Train. Maybe we'll do a Train movie as well.
Mm.
We'll also be ranking the best animatronic and puppet horror movies and asking the question, which decade truly reigned supreme for horror? The 70s, the 80s, the 90s?
Mm.
And of course, we've got new games lined up for you ghouls. This is a horror sequel or fever dream. Guess that slasher tagline and what your favorite 90s horror soundtrack says about you. So tell us in the comments what animatronics or puppet horror movie still haunts your dreams. What's your favorite 90s horror flick? And which decade do you think redefined the genre? Your answers might just make it onto the next week's episode. Until next
Mm.
time, keep your flashlights charged, your tape rewound, and your memories just a little bit haunted. This is my third place podcast. Done. We're done. Why am I not finishing the entire thing? Oh, you'll see. You'll find out later.
Oh shit.
I don't have any haunting me. What does that say about me? Uh, you just a little spooky. Oh shit. Anyways, um, hell yeah. 1 hour and 52 minutes, sir. That's fucking awesome. I love it.
We damn near made it to two.
We almost made it too. Um, was there something else we wanted to talk about? What Terrifier? We talked a little bit about Terrifier.
Yeah.
80s Critters was fucking great.
I ain't never really get into critters though.
Like the first time I ever seen Leonardo DiCaprio was in Critters.
Oh yeah.
He was in Critters, and like he showed up on what was that one movie show with Kirk Cameron,
Oh, growing pains.
Growing Pains. He showed up later there, and I was like, "Hey, it's that one guy from Critters."
Yeah.
I think it was like Critters 4 or 5, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But like after a while, they were like freaking Timu Gremlins. But after a while, it's like, okay, you like these critters now. Like, oh shit, these movies
Damn.
are pretty cool now. They're getting to the point where it's like you like them now. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Timu Gremlins. They were Timu Gremlins. Oh man. So we have animatronics for next week. Megan, what do you think of Megan?
Yeah. Right.
It was all right. Mm.
It's like they tried to piggyback off of Child's Play, but
Oh yeah,
it just wasn't clicking though. You know
it
what I'm
wasn't.
saying?
Yeah. Like I've seen Cult of Chucky, by the way, after you told me all that shit, and I was like,
Terrible.
the fuck is this shit?
Like the curse of Chucky was straight. Then the cult of Chucky happened. It just like they just went backwards, man. It's like, why y'all trying to make it funny again, man? Just go to straight horror, man. Straight slashing. That was just terrible. You know.
Was it Jennifer Tilly? Yeah, Jennifer
Yeah.
Tilly came back, and they're like, oh, we're back to being funny again.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, I need to watch the show
Yeah.
because I heard it was pretty
It
good.
should be. I think it's still on. I think it's on. You got Peacock still?
Yeah,
It should still be on there.
Mandy Law. Like, have you seen Hellraiser? I've seen all 8 movies. I know there's 9 movies. There's probably 10 now, but the ninth movie was shaky cam, and I didn't like it. And then the remake, if you're not gonna have
Hell.
Doug Bradley in it, nah. I'm not gonna watch it.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna watch it. This is horrible. But number 3 was probably my favorite because I like 300 Death
Mm.
from a club scene.
Mm.
Hell yeah, that was fucking awesome. We'll probably do like um who has which character has the most kills
Mm.
in all of horror. And
Damn.
I'm Terrifier. Art the Clown is getting up there. I'm telling you, Art the Clown is all like, I'm putting in work, man.
Damn.
There was one guy who dressed as a pinhead and won the costume contest. It was impressive. Oh, that's awesome.
That's what's up.
I bet you that wasn't like a costume though. Really, bet you he uses that later on. Is that the guy who bought the box on TikTok? Jesus Christ! I
Yeah.
have a prop. Look at me. It's like, oh my god, this was back in the
That's-
'90s. Okay.
You're gonna be gone too.
Oh my goodness, that freaking box. Wishmaster next year, next month, next week. Wishmaster.
I'm
Let me
sorry,
tell
one
you
time,
about
bro.
Wishmaster, dude. This was these movies were fun. Okay, I know
Yeah.
they sucked. I know they sucked, and Wes Craven brought it back and everything, but they sucked. But at the same time,
Yeah.
they were fun because like straight to DVD or straight to video and stuff. But it's still
Yeah.
it's fun to watch them. Um, what's it called? Next one was we're gonna do Final Destination. I haven't seen Bloodlines yet, so I gotta watch that.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
All right, yeah, we'll watch it. All right, I'm gonna end it right here.
All right.